How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be featuring another match in the Ohio, this one following the same changes, using Hoshino as our commander over Optimus Prime, mainly because secondaries are a bit overrated. Main guns and I guess accuracy builds have been the meta and always will be. I don't think there's ever going to be a situation where secondaries, I guess, outperform sniping builds, especially when the secondary ships that were actually good start to get nerfed, like Schlieffen. I mean, it's not like Ohio secondaries were anywhere nearly as effective as Schlieffen's or even Atlantico. But I guess not being that effective, I mean, it's still not even close to the nerfed versions of those ships either, so it's like there's not really a whole lot of reason to fully build into secondaries. There just isn't enough incentive to do so. So building for main guns is, I guess, ultimately going to be the best thing you can do for any ship, really, as this game is purely, mostly, main gun focused, as a Zhao gets spotted, although we are a bit greedy to shoot our back turrets. The Montana did have a pretty good angle on us, and he does land a Citadel. Honestly, looking back at it, looks kind of like we were angled enough, but perhaps it was under our cheek hitting our turret or something, as all of his shells landed there. It's not the end of the world though, because our build sort of does also rely on us getting damage because of the second row skill that gives us more reload and turret reverse as we lose HP. And also Hoshino having 6 heals due to Master Mechanic and fully packed. We are really never going to be out of the fight. I will say though, having to worry about being set on multiple fires and not having fire with fire is concerning, so we do have to sort of, I guess, be careful where we push and how many things we allow to shoot at us. As Minotaur slowly leaves his smoke, he's not really moving as we get absolutely horrendous dispersion. We do land 2 citadels, but that's clearly not enough to dev strike him. I think he was using sponge or some damage mitigation skill, but Minotaur got absolutely smashed, and we just need to be careful now of torpedoes, so we're going to stop here at the island. We don't have our DCP. A couple of those torps look pretty good to land on us, but fortunately the island protected us, so we avoid eating any torps and floods. But then again, having so many heals, especially coming off of cooldown pretty quickly, I don't think we were in any sort of actual danger of actually dying. It was just more so going to be, I guess, annoying. Minotaur starts turning up more broadside again, possibly to use the other side torpedoes, but we just simply reverse away and I guess wait out the torpedoes. If a lot of time passes and there is no torps, then I think we are good to go, but for now we're just going to wait patiently. This will also give us some time for our friendlies behind us to catch up, so that we're not the only thing out in the open getting absolutely farmed and melted. Although I think the only thing that's left is the Montana. There was that Tulsa, although if he is spotted and realistically has any sort of ability to lob, I don't think we're gonna have any issues. I mean, where he was last parked was basically right up on the island, so I don't think we're really in any sort of trouble to be lobbed. And I mean, as long as we're careful and use island cover, we should be fine. We are located, which is also a little concerning. I mean, their destroyers last spotted in B quite some time ago, so we're not sure if that's the Tulsa or the destroyer that's locating us, but we do have to be careful. We get spotted, so first instinct is that it's the destroyer, although Napoli does actually get spotted, and he does try to smoke up, but we're pretty quick on the draw and are able to fire a salvo. We get a Citadel, unfortunately no death strike, but we are still spotted, either by a destroyer that's somewhere in front of us. I don't think we would still be spotted if the destroyer was next to the Michelangelo, but he could also still be kind of where he was last spotted in B, and that's also why we could possibly still be spotted. Tulsa shoots over the island. A lot of his shells does hit the island, so that gives us an idea of where he is. So we just need to try and put ourselves closer to the island that he's trying to hide behind in order to avoid getting farmed over the island. We also were unspotted for a little bit, although we got spotted because of the little gap where the Montana is. Not the end of the world, as he just simply sails past and we're basically good to go. Napoli, almost dead, gets spotted, tries to run away, and I mean, with an accuracy build, we're going to be landing so much more shells. He's left on a sliver, unfortunately, but he is within secondary range. Hopefully our secondaries can finish him off with our button, and since we have fully packed, we do actually have one more than normal, which is kind of nice. Friendlies finish off Napoli. We get an assisted ribbon. Montana still sailing relatively broadside. But now that we have an accuracy commander, we can sort of reliably smash targets now. A lot better than we could with Optimus Prime. Not that a whole lot of our accuracy changed. I mean, all we're getting is 0.1 Sigma for the main battery, going from a 2.0 to 2.1 with the 5% from the Cannoneer. But that, I feel like, is sort of a big difference, a whole 0.1 difference. That's quite a bit, as we usually need to have a lot of grouping slash Sigma inspiration slash skills in order to get that 0.1, whereas Ohio already having a high Sigma, just simply using one gets us up by 0.1, which is kind of nice. But now just a Tulsa that's simply trying to reverse away. Enemy conk pretty low. We did fire a salvo. I don't think we did that much to him, but it would be good to get rid of him, as we want to try to avoid staying spotted and letting this Tulsa reverse away over islands. Or, sorry, reversing away, shooting over islands, rather. So we want to try and get rid of Conk. Also, just getting him off the board is going to be good, and all that's left now is the enemy Tulsa that's trying to reverse away. He's basically been reversing ever since he shot us over the island at the start. It's kind of funny. He never attempted to turn away and like start driving away to kite. He's just been reversing, which is kind of cringe, but also, well, not but also, it is cringe. This is the gameplay why ships like Alaska and Stalingrad have a 32 bow as well as Colbert, because they knew that that's how players would be playing it. I mean, they're playing this that way as well. Kind of surprising Des Moines didn't get a 32 bow, considering that they give bow 32 bows based on how people play the ships. But yeah, that's more of an annoyance slash rant for another day. Tulsa just gonna keep reversing away. I could DCP this, but since I used my heal to kind of negate the double fire, I'd rather hold my DCP until I know my heal is gonna be back, so I can get some, I guess, health back from burning down. Although he finally decides to turn broadside to use his rear turret like once, and well, that's more than enough for us to land enough shells to finish him off. So, I mean, we made a mistake at the start, losing a good chunk of HP, but our fast cooldown fully packed, just having quite a bit of sustainability lets us survive and basically just steamroll our flank and not really slowing down except for dodging Minotaur torps. But yeah, Hoshino, kind of nasty for a 40-second cooldown. I would imagine Hoshino would also be pretty spicy on a ship like Georgia, also having the 40-second cooldown heals, but also having 457s just like Ohio, but at a lower tier. Maybe that's something we try in the future. But yeah, Hoshino, Hipper, Haruna as inspirations, sort of a hybrid secondary build. Not gonna fully build to secondaries anymore just because, well, they're not really good enough in this game. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more, and share it with your friends, or leave a comment down below for other ships you want to see in the future. But till next time, aloha.